Hello there, my beautiful friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and excited to have each and every one of you here with me in this collective space today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. Now, I'm going to go ahead, call in Spirit, and we're going to get right into your reading. I'm actually bringing you messages that Spirit wanted to share with you around the full moon that is happening on June the 11th. This energy is incredibly powerful. This moon is actually going to take us really deep. There's going to be energies that are related to shadows and darkness that is going to surface, something that Spirit wants you to become aware of. It's close to the energy of Friday the 13th, so I feel both dates are coming in and somehow they're both tied together. So I feel between June the 11th and a little bit past June the 13th, there's something opening for you. I feel this energy of the full moon is going to act like a portal for you. It is going to mirror to you what you need to know around something that you might be going through in your life. So this moon is going to reflect to you the guidance, the clarity, the signs that you need in order to navigate whatever it is that you might be facing. So we're going to first start with a moon mantra. This is something that you can carry and say aloud on the day of the full moon. Now, what I'm going to do in my own life is actually set an intention and light a candle. This is what I do. Any chance I get is light candles and set intentions. And anytime I'm setting an intention, my very first one is to stay aligned to myself, my body, my mind, and my spirit. Because when I'm aligned to myself is when I'm able to connect and communicate with Spirit, right? So having a good routine, some sort of a schedule, a rhythm and flow that you follow in your day-to-day life. So your moon mantra today is, my shadow is here to remind me that growth is constant. I accept and surrender to my evolution. My desires are necessary and valid. Every aspect of my being is divine. So once again, my shadow is here to remind me that growth is constant. I accept and surrender to my evolution. My desires are necessary and valid. Every aspect of my being is divine. So feel free to write this down and carry that with you. All right, so let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So I feel the shadows and the darkness that is surfacing is necessary. So if you're feeling that you are going through challenges or hardships, or you feel somewhere in your life, this feels like it has to do with your light. This is what I'm getting right now. If you feel that you have been dimming your light somewhere in your life, dimming your light for others, then this is your reading today. Okay, so this is where Spirit is calling you back to your home, back to your spirit. This full moon is actually going to illuminate your path and show you the things that you might not have been seeing. And as you are seeing these things, you're going to be able to decide what you would like to do with them. Okay, so the first card here is the Ten of Swords. So here I feel someone has come to an ending somewhere in their life, a completion, a finalization. Rock bottom for some of you, or a place where you're just kind of done. You're done with something, and it doesn't matter how hard you try or someone tries, it's just not going to work. I don't know what this is for you, but I do know that you're meant to rise from whatever this experience is. You are actually leveling up in your life and entering a new experience through this process, and I feel this was necessary because there's a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot of information that you have gathered through this experience that you can now apply forward, that is going to actually guide you along your new path. It's not necessarily a new path, it's more like a new phase on your path. So that is the Ten of Swords, and you might be seeing the numbers 1010 around. So we have the Four of Pentacles. So this is about stability and security for you. This is about abundance, prosperity, and for some of you, wealth, material abundance. This is something that you are creating. I do feel it's something that you deep down desire to experience. Maybe you don't talk about it. Maybe it's something that you feel that is too far for you or not aligned to you for whatever reason. This is not true. Spirit is letting you know that this is not true, that you are very deserving and worthy of whatever it is you desire to bring into your world, especially money energy. So Four of Pentacles, there's an expansion happening here. You are building security and stability in your life. And here with the Ace of Pentacles, we have an opportunity to actually start fresh, plant a seed to create this. This full moon is actually clearing your path. It is supporting you in clearing your path. So you see this fresh new soil, or perhaps you're meant to rake the leaves or take a layer of something off. It's almost like you're meant to peel away something, because where you're meant to plant it isn't exactly where you think it is. So there's something being revealed here through the Ace of Pentacles for you, and this is setting you off onto a brand new journey, a new experience in your material world. So this might show up as an opportunity, a business opportunity, a financial opportunity. Maybe this is a romantic relationship. Whatever this is the beginning of something really big for you. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And I love it when you share your messages with me here, everyone. So whatever you're feeling or seeing with these cards, whatever messages or guidance is coming through for you, feel free to share with me in the comment section below here. So let's just move all of these cards out of the way. So we've got a clear visual of all of these here. I feel some of you have this deep inner knowing that something is about to click, like something is about to come together. Like you have this feeling, you're sensing something. And I feel it's because of this Ten of Swords energy. Now, before I actually begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass it along to someone that might need to hear its message. Yes, so this full moon is actually reflecting to you. So I feel all of these swords on this person's back as they're laying on the ground are swords that are meant to reflect to them what they need to do in order to pull these swords out. These are actually illusions. And I feel that there's been an invasion in your mind space that is keeping you in place. Now we have someone whose crown has fallen off as well. And we also have an owl above. So there's definitely wisdom, information coming in, guidance, signs that Spirit is sending you as you're here. I feel this is your energy in some way. Now, some of you might not be feeling this openly, or you're not feeling, you know, it feels like we're not sure exactly what this energy is or what we're moving through. We're in a place where sometimes we feel like there is no other way, like we're stuck and we can't see the path. And Spirit is actually coming in, and the things that we feel are in the way are actually illusions, and they're going to bring you guidance on how you can navigate through them. But you have to take active participation and pull these swords out one by one. And as you are pulling these out, you are elevating an energy and entering this new frequency and vibration, which is opening you up to a new experience in your life. Now, the Ten of Swords it's basically like a cycle in your life that is closing, is what Spirit is saying. And it's a way of thinking or a way of seeing someone. It's a new perspective that you are gaining here. And this new perspective is opening your eyes, your mind, and your heart to something different. Now, this might be you seeing someone differently in your life, or you choosing something differently. Okay, I feel it's you that is going to shift the energy. So I feel it's a choice that you make or an action that you take. And it's your energy that is generating this new experience, but you have to actually take part in it. Life sometimes can be really hard, everyone. I've gone through hardships. They're, you know, hard when you're going through them, but know that you are someone who's very capable of actually getting through them. When we worry and stress, we create more of that. So this is where Spirit is wanting you to bring yourself back to yourself, right? To get back up and pull the swords out one at a time and lay them down. And let's take a really good look at them to see if they're even valid or true. Or are these weight and words and stories of other people that we have been carrying around like baggage that has been stopping us and weighing us down. I feel some of you are depleted of energy, and Spirit is actually calling you to recharge yourself, to allow yourself time to rejuvenate and regenerate your own energy, because you have been giving it away a lot. And I feel that some of you are carrying burdens or stress of others. This is stress that you don't need. You know, I've experienced this in my own life where sometimes I tend to, because I care, to make other people's problems my own when they're not. And I found myself in situations where I make the situation worse by being present in it and trying to help. So by me not participating, or, you know, just leaving the situation for someone else to, like, them to figure out themselves, I release us both of what we're meant to experience, what we're meant to go through. So I'm robbing myself of my own energy, but I'm not allowing the other person to grow in their own way through the experiences that they're having, right? So I've had these experiences in my life, and now I know. And now, because I'm aware, I see that energy anytime it shows up in my life, and I say, you know what? I'm going to put some healthy boundaries up, but I'm also going to allow this person to figure this out themselves, because they're very capable of doing that. So I feel some of you are a support. Some of you are helping someone or guiding someone through something that is difficult. And for those of you that are going through something difficult right now, where you're finding it really hard to get back up or to keep moving, they want you to lean on support, especially if you feel you are needing support. And if you feel you don't have support, call on spirit guides to bring that support in for you. Okay, know that this is actually a point in your life where you are shifting into a new energy, and the full moon is actually, the light of the full moon is casting shadows on each of these swords. So if you're not able to lift your head all the way back to see the swords, you're going to be able to turn your head and actually see the reflection, the shadows on the ground, to see, okay, this is what it is. It's almost like the swords are different than what's being revealed through the shadows of the swords. So it's really interesting how this energy is coming in for you today. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So deep down inside, you know, we all desire to have abundance. Maybe at one point it was to be rich and famous, or maybe it was to be rich and live a more peaceful life and not have to worry about things. You know, having money or abundance or prosperity to help others. You know, this can show up in our mind and our heart in a different way. What I'm getting here is there's almost like this sneaky devilish energy present within this foundation that maybe you have laid or someone else has laid. This is really interesting because Spirit is showing me a few different kinds of energies that are connecting to this Four of Pentacles. I'm seeing someone that is holding on too tightly to something, and this holding on is putting a lot of pressure, and this pressure is creating the wrong kind of outcomes or the non-aligned outcomes. And I'm getting another energy who is laying some roots down, but the roots might not be in alignment with what you actually desire, but what you think you desire, depending on what someone said to you or someone wants for you. And then I'm getting another energy of someone that is actually putting this together, mindful and aware of some of the distractions and things that might get in the way or interfere with this abundance. So here, Spirit wants you to connect with the energy of your heart, the center of love at your core, right? Because I feel this energy is missing the energy of the heart center. I don't know why, but it feels like there's something here that doesn't connect. It's really interesting. Now, as I'm looking at this card, there's a little mouse here that is bringing a key to this person. This person is wearing a mask. So they're obviously wanting to not be recognized for this energy that they are within. So I feel this has to do with the desire and this like hidden something to do with money, or, you know, this could be you spending money. This could be, this feels like an illusion of money in some way. I don't know how to describe it. And for some reason, money just keeps coming up. So if you're not thinking about money, I apologize, but they keep showing me money. Now, I'm also seeing some of you wanting to save, or actually in the process of saving and trying to build, to create stable foundations for yourself. So this is really important to especially understand, like, what is it that you are creating in your life? You know, what is that realistically going to cost you? Like, where in your life, what kind of energy do you need to be vibrating? And so when I was going through my life periods where I wanted to make more money, I would think, you know, I would work backwards and I look at all the costs that I had. You know, if I wanted, my car's breaking down, it's going to cost, you know, whatever amount of money. I would plan that out and look at my wage and say, you know what, I need to start making this much. So I knew that was my dollar amount. So I go look for a job and ask for that amount. And, you know, I would eventually find that. But that's what my process was. I would work my way backwards. So I feel here Spirit is asking some of you to take your dream and put it together and then work backwards towards it. Have some sort of a map or a plan for it. And those of you especially that want to create prosperity in your material world through money or, you know, things, material goods like a home, a car, these kinds of things, learn about money and how money works. So I've read a lot of books on money. I read Think and Grow Rich. That's one of the first books I read, Napoleon Hill. And oh my gosh, that book changed my life. So I feel the more that you understand what you want to immerse yourself in and have knowledge about it, then you're going to be able to master it. And if you master it, then you know how to create it. But if you don't know anything about it, then, you know, that's the energy, that's the results you get. So I always find that I take a look at the results of my efforts and my energy. And if I feel that I'm lacking somewhere, okay, so what is it that I need to know more about? I'm always feeling like I'm lacking in knowledge. And I feel sometimes that's all it is that we are lacking in knowledge. And there's a wealth of knowledge in the world. What is it that you're desiring and dreaming of creating in your life? So to me, this looks like a young child who is gotten an opportunity. This person has felt stuck in their life. This is the energy of this Ten of Swords here. Someone who's chained up and kept in this cave where there's a lot of goods. I feel this is imagination, like all the things that are possible for someone that may have been in this experience where it feels like this is really far away. It's something that you can't really create, that maybe you're not capable of, or you don't have enough light, or this, that, and the other thing, whatever this is that is holding you back, where you're feeling stuck and not able to get out. There's an opportunity right now for you to actually create this in your life. And this is where they want you to step into your light. I feel there's someone who's afraid of failing. Like, what if I were to go after this? What if something, like all of these different things that paralyze us or slow us down because we have these reasons or these thoughts of, what if this happens? What if that happens? You know, and these what ifs, all these like scenarios, sure, they can happen, but it's up to you to find that out. That's how I think of life and opportunities. Like with YouTube, for example, I didn't know where that was going to go. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to learn all about it. I didn't even know anything about YouTube when I first started. I just grew with it. And I feel this is the energy, like you've got to start somewhere, and then you want to commit. You want to show up every single day for this. And I feel not everyone is in alignment with this energy, because a lot of us have day jobs that sometimes we're not happy in. We're stuck, so we can't create, or we can't live a life that we feel fully satisfied and happy in, a life where we feel secure and stable, right? This is the energy of this. So what's happening is this full moon is actually illuminating your path. And what I'm seeing is the light coming in, and there's a lot of sparkles. It looks like a maze is what they're showing me. And you're seeing in the maze which way to go, because there's lights that are illuminating the path. So this is really interesting. This is what's coming through the Four of Pentacles for you. So you want to stay grounded and rooted in reality. You don't want to be far up high here where you're disconnected from, you know, spirit and material balanced the mind, right? So this is where Spirit wants you to come back to yourself, lay some solid foundations down, roots in the ground. And I feel this is, for me, it's my schedule. That is my footing. And I have to stay within my own rhythm and flow in order to create what I'm creating, right? So it works for me. I have a routine. I have a lot of things in my day-to-day life that I stick to that work for me. So they want you to do this for yourself, is find a way to create a rhythm and flow in your life so you can create this energy. It's something that you're meant to generate, right? And you have the power and the ability to do that. And you're definitely worthy and deserving of this energy of the Four of Pentacles. And some of you might be feeling something different with this card's energy. So you'll have to share with me what energies you're feeling, what, again, information and guidance that is coming in for you. And, you know, I'm getting almost like a Scrooge or a Grinch-like energy in this as well. But I feel this is something on the outside. It's not something that is actually happening within you. It is what others feel. You know, this is so interesting because maybe people outside of you are saying something negative to something that you're trying to create. Maybe you're someone that has had big dreams since you were a young child, and you dreamt about creating wealth, doing things that you were passionate about, living your dream life. Maybe you wanted to be like a dragon and fly out in the world like a dragon and build wealth or abundance, prosperity, whatever it is for yourself. And you know, maybe you're wanting to share this with others, and maybe there's some sort of a belief or something someone said to you or says to you now that works against this. You know, when I first started my YouTube channel, people told me that it's saturated, that you're not going to make it, there's no point, all of these different kinds of things. But I was like, I don't know that. I haven't tried it, so I don't know if that's true for me. So I went ahead and did it, and here we are. And it's just so powerful because I feel the same thing is happening here. And with the Ace of Pentacles, we've got a rabbit here. So some of you are seeing dragons and rabbits, owls coming in. This crown here, again, keeps popping up for me. So someone has dropped their crown. It's time for you to pick that up and put that back on your head. Okay, that belongs to you and no one else. And you're here to rule your reality. You're not here to compare or to compete with anyone. You have your own vibration and frequency. There's enough for everyone here on earth. There's no need to try to rush, to race, to compete, or any of that. So right now, Spirit is calling you, encouraging you to drop the weight of comparison, the weight of judgment, the weight of other people's thoughts, and step into your own power and plant that seed. So fertility is in the air here, especially with the bunny rabbit. We've got a carrot here as well, and we've got this beautiful field ready to be planted, ready for the crops to grow, but it needs your energy to go out there in the field and plant those seeds. So this is what the Ace of Pentacles for you is, to get out in that field and put your energy to work. Let's generate the wealth we desire. Let's generate the dreams that we desire to experience. They're going to come through you, nowhere else. You are the builder of your dreams. So think of yourself as a farmer. You know how farmers have to watch their crops, they have to watch the seasons, they have to watch the weather, all these kinds of things. There's so much that goes into growing crops, right? You got to go plow the fields, then you got to go plant those seeds. You have to tend to those seeds, to the soil. You have to make sure they're getting enough sunlight, enough water. You are in charge of all of that. This seed requires your attention and your energy and understanding. Is this a carrot seed? So if it is a carrot seed, how do I need to take care of it? There's instructions here. You know, the best thing is that we have instructions in the world to do the things that we desire to do. Sure, when we are born into this world, human beings don't come with manuals or instructions, but the things that are created here in this world. So if someone has created wealth, they have a map of how they got there. And some of those people share with you openly on how they created success. And I don't know if any of you have been watching motivational speakers, but I'm getting someone that is listening and taking in the information and learning, gathering the ingredients for this recipe, for this field to blossom and create abundance. So I feel some of you are at the beginning point and you have been feeling something within you. It is now time for you to plant that seed and take that action and put your energy into whatever this is, because it is calling to you. And this full moon is supporting you and guiding you at this time. So your intuition is going to be very strong. So this is where any kind of distractions or noise in your life, you want to release that. And over the next 11 days after this full moon, you're going to feel a lot of synchronicities and alignments, especially if you are actually participating on this day. So what I'm going to do is light a candle, set an intention to stay connected to myself throughout the day. And, you know, when we set an intention, and you can choose to do, or, you know, what kind of energy do you want to give out there? When you do that, you're going to see how alignments and synchronicities start to happen, how spirit starts to work with you as your co-creating partner. So setting intentions is one thing, but you want to definitely take action. Okay, what is one small thing that you can do that is working towards this dream, this desire that you're bringing into this world? What is a seed that you can plant at this time, right? So, and releasing and letting go. Like, again, they really want you to work on releasing and letting go. You don't have to release everything all at once. It's one thing at a time. And it's in order for you to create room for all the new that is coming into your life, right? There's so much that is going to grow in this field that you're planting. So we need to create room and clear the fields for this to grow. So what I'm going to do is pull a soul mirror oracle card for you. This is a message that spirit is reflecting to you through this full moon. So we are getting here for you. Cycle, regressed and evolved. So look at that cycle now. Some of you might be resonating with the image of this card. We've got all the phases of the moon. And this is where I feel that there's definitely a cycle that you're in. This full moon is actually closing out a cycle, and you're about to shift into a new energy, a new cycle. So let's see what spirit wants to share with you through this. Embrace this new cycle with gratitude and openness, and it will reveal fresh perspectives and unexpected solutions. Allow yourself to evolve and be curious. Trust that this process will bring you a great amount of wisdom. You are heading into a new cycle that requires your attention and care. Things won't be as they appear on the surface or at first glance. Like the moon's phases, this process will evolve and shift over time, revealing new information, offering new perspectives, and opening up options you may have overlooked. Flow with this evolution. Be thankful for each step of this process. Closing off and withdrawing from the process blocks a part of yourself that needs to be expressed. The lesson here is to surrender to change and view each change as a tool for learning through a multitude of levels. So I'm seeing some of you where change has taken a toll on you, right? So this is where this message is coming in. So the cat totem represents intelligence, protection, independence, agility, and curiosity. Be curious in your learning and agile in your transitions. Open yourself to evolution and reap the rewards of an advanced way of being. Through this cycle, a great amount of wisdom will come to you along with pleasant, unexpected solutions. So we have a reflection prompts here for you, a couple of these. So I'm going to read them, so feel free to write these down. How can you be open to the evolution that is occurring and embrace the changes that come with it? What is the lesson you need to learn about surrendering to change? How can you cultivate a mindset of gratefulness for each step of the growth that is taking place? Okay, so those are your journaling prompts. So this woman is holding a cat. It is a black cat. I feel cats are coming in as signs for you, and especially black cats. Okay, so dragons, black cats, we've got owls, and we've got mice. So I feel that you hold the key to everything in your life. You hold the key is what they're saying. No one else has your key. And I feel maybe there is this loyal energy around you that might be holding your key and bringing it back to you. So we're going to close off now with an angel number. This angel number is guiding you. Whenever you see it, remember the message of this card. So 7878, trust yourself. Spirit is calling you to trust yourself. Okay, so the message is better things are coming. Know that better things are coming. Trust your judgment. You are on the right track. Okay, so if you're seeing this number, know that you are on the right track. Everything is unfolding as it should. So Spirit is calling you to trust the process, trust yourself, and know that you are guided by Spirit. Any kind of noise, any kind of fear, move through it. Okay, and I feel the black cat is coming in as a sign that is giving you a heads up to get into the present moment. It's almost like it's detaching you from something that you are maybe caught up in. So perhaps you are walking down the street and you're worrying and stressing about something, and so you see a black cat cross your path and you're like, oh my gosh. So that is a moment where you can reconnect with yourself. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. Right, so those of you that have made it this far in my video today, thank you so much for your love and support. Your presence here means so much to me. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.